Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kyle Cruz from the Atomic Drop Show, and we are here to report some very, very sad news. Wrestling legend Steve Williams has passed away. We are sorry to report the death of Dr. Death Steve Williams, an international star who was considered to be really one of the top wrestlers in the world during the late 80s and early 90s. He succumbed to a lengthy battle with cancer just a few hours ago. Williams, known in his heyday as one of the physically toughest men to ever compete in the industry, was 49. He passed away last night. He had been battling the disease for a number of years, first apparently beating it even with great odds against him. It came back this year and his health had worsened in the last few months. Williams formed two of the world's best tag teams with the late Terry Gordy and with Ted DiBiase Sr., as well as a notable team with current WWE Vice President of Talent Relations, John Laurinaitis. He was in particular a major star in the 90s for All Japan Pro Wrestling. He was recruited into pro wrestling by Bill Watts and was the 1982 Rookie of the Year. Watts discovered him at the University of Oklahoma, where he was a star lineman on the football team and a four-time All-American heavyweight wrestler. Many of his peers in wrestling over the years had believed that if he had not played college football and concentrated on wrestling, that he would have been a strong candidate for an Olympic gold medal in 1984 or in 1988. I remember, just on a personal note, I remember watching Dr. Death, Steve Williams. Actually, during the 90s, I believe JR was managing him. And, he had such a tough, rough physical style. And I remember him competing in the Brawl for All tournament, and he was, he was just the epitome of a tough guy. He just seemed like really, really rough, really mean, really nasty. But according to a bunch of interviews of people around him, they say that he couldn't have been a nicer guy. He definitely earned his spot. He most definitely was he was respected in that locker room, and he held the affections of many. My condolences go out to Williams and his family, all of his closest friends. In fact, over the past couple of years, a foundation known as Wrestlers Rescue, that's I believe headed up by Dawn Marie and other wrestling stars, they actually had this fund to to see if they could see if they could help out Dr. Death by seeing if they can help out Williams by giving him a voice box, since basically he was left and he couldn't speak. And I know that they are going to set up something special in his honor. For more information on that, you can go to wrestlersrescue.org for that particular cause. But we will have more information, more discussion about this whole ongoing situation coming up. I know it's not a tremendous way to end the year, but coming up this Tuesday night on our first live edition of the Atomic Drop Show on Blog Talk Radio, we will spend the first of the year. We will ring in the new year with memories, the good, of wrestling legend Dr. Death Steve Williams, as we remember him. We remember his memories as he was gone too soon. Once again, you could join us for that particular show coming up this week on the Atomic Drop Show Blog Talk Radio. The Atomic Drop Show live this Tuesday night, January 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. For my co-host Justin Time, I am Kyle Cruz, and we'll talk to you soon.